Hey, today I want to show you quite an in-depth analysis into the differences between select and keeping selections, between keeping layers and grouping things. These three methods of keeping elements together seem at first a little bit similar to each other, but actually they have differences definitely, and the differences are what actually matters, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. So let's begin. Quickly, I am going to show you the selection. We need to talk about these things, so let's get into this bush, double clicking it, and then double clicking it one more time, and select these three elements. Go to select, save selection, call it, let's say, elements, click OK, and alright, double click outside of this picture and go to the select one more time, and you can see here the elements are saved. Now the idea of select here from the menu is actually it can group elements like these three for this example that are outside of the layer system, and you can't in any way select them from here from the artboard, and they're not kept in a group or a layer. They're just a selection from here. That's all. Nothing really super fancy. The group, probably you know the group option, but again, let's try that. Like, for example, I'm coming here and I want to group, and I say Control G, and they're grouped. You will see it here. See, it says group. Now, because of this blue box, I can see what is actually selected from the artboard. This selection here tells me these elements here on the artboard are selected. And the group is actually the layer, which is a group. All right, so far so good. And now the third option. Let's work on the tree. Let's ungroup this tree. And one more time, Control Shift G to ungroup. And you can see that all these elements are now released from my group, and all of them are floating alone and together. What I want to do with these is the following. I will select these, a bit of a manual work, but it takes just a few seconds, like that. Come to the layer, come to this drop down menu and press it, then select a new layer. Oh yes, and now that it happened, I really have to tell you, when you select the elements from the artboard, you're not selecting the layers, but only the elements. As I said here, the blue boxes just show me you selected the elements, but not the layer. To select the layer, click on one of these, like for this example from the bottom, and go up, shift and click to select them all. And again, go to the menu, select a new layer. Good. Now this is a layer, and how it differs, like a group, how it differs from the layer is that when I come here, I do not select all of the elements that are part of this group, that are part of this layer, which is exactly what I may want sometimes. But this one, you can see it's a group. If I come here on the artboard and I click one element, it selects the entire group. Sometimes this may be annoying. Sometimes you may really want to achieve this effect. But it's actually this. You select and you group only the elements. It's only the elements. When you press group, it groups the elements. When you press and when you collect elements in a layer, it's actually not the elements so much as the layers, in fact. So this is a bit of a different thing you have to keep in mind. The layer collects layers, the group collects only elements. And here is something I tried before I began recording this video, and I want to show you. I want to come here in this group. I expanded it, and I want to select these 3 elements, for example. And I'm actually, again, keep in mind, I'm not selecting the elements, I'm selecting the layers. You can see the blue indicates only the layer. If I have the blue box here, it will be the elements as well. So as I have these elements, these layers selected, I come here and I want to collect them in a new layer. But what's going to happen? Let's try. Now you can see that actually it puts them out of the group. So from my personal perspective, I actually see that the group cannot really contain grouped layers. For some reason, it just can't. And let's see it again. I have the group and I come here and I collect in a new layer. And you have it here. It has only 1 element. Now you may wonder, where did these go? Alright, let's keep them selected like that. Yes, because I'm having these ones selected as well. If I don't want it selected, but just these, again, collect a new layer, and it pops it up above. Yes. Yep, and this really makes sense. Now if I'm here, let's expand it one more time. Let's collect these and these. This one. Yes, you cannot. Alright, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to select layers and pick layers from another layer, which doesn't really work. You can't. Well, it's just experimenting live. I haven't practiced this before. You just want to see. So the idea is that you can't have layers in a group. That's what I wanted to show you. You can't have layers in a group. So sometimes you may want to keep that in mind. And if you want to select all the layers, for example, I'm having this layer and I'm clicking and I want to select the entire thing. Well, you just press this or this and we'll select it all. But if you begin selecting from the artboard, it selects only elements. And the power of the group is that when you press one element from the group, it selects them all. Now I hope this helps, because these are some kind of subtleties about Illustrator, but it may definitely help your workflow and probably even improve the speed with which you work. So I hope for watching. I'm actually hoping that it helps you, and really thanks for watching this video so far. Sorry for my mistakes, but I'm quite new in recording videos and in publishing them in YouTube. So thanks for watching, and I'm hoping to upload new videos with new things that I discover about Illustrator and other Adobe products. And thanks. I hope you subscribe, by the way. See you soon.